Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me just pop up the YouTube studio so I can take chat requests because you know we love those. I am Darkpool Algo. Thanks for joining me. I finally got a couple things set up this morning I'm super happy about. Right? One, I'm streaming to Twitch. Love that. Two, I'm going to be streaming to Facebook. Love that. So, with that being said, let me just do a real quick intro, let y'all know who I am, what I do, and what it's about. My name is Darkpool Algo. I am a Darkpool block trade and smart money analyst. I trade stocks, options, futures. In this channel, we mainly focus on trading options. Short term, longer term, we do get into some advanced techniques. We've been doing pretty dang well lately, I have to admit. What a crazy day today, though. Market has pulled back. I'm so glad because when the market pulls back, we can make more money. So, that being said, I use a software from FlowTrade. It's very specific. What it does, it tracks smart money, dark pool, and block trade using their proprietary algorithm. With that being said, I use the normal algo. Real quick introduction, this is a 4-chart layout for them. The white that you see is price action. This fuchsia, pink, purple, whatever you want to call it, is the algo line. Any red horizontal lines that you see are regular dark pool trades. Blue horizontal lines that you see are dark pool block trades. With that, let's see, went over the intro, went over that. Still waiting to be sponsored by Bang. I may have to switch it up. I drank a rain yesterday and it sucked. So we can hop into it. There's a couple stocks I want to look at. So let's first of all look at the market. Now, the market is fading, which is good. This is actually, I mean, don't get scared. It's good. If you're scared, get flat, watch it, and see what happens. All right, for me, I'm going to try to take advantage of this fade. Now, excuse me. This is the NQ on, we'll look at it on the 15-minute chart. Nice fade down to support, right? We still haven't broken to previous lows, coming in at 14,471. I anticipate a pullback to, now NQ is what I'm a little worried about, right? This is tech sector. So if we pulled back to the 8 EMA yesterday, right? If we go ahead and drop to the 21, which is the mean, we're looking at 14,345 for a possible reversion, right? And that would be pretty decent. I'm currently trading at 14,580, right? So we're about right in here. It isn't bad. Looking at ES, which is definitely taking more of a toll. Bringing it back down to the 21 puts us at 426475. So we need to drop another 35 points, which we can very, 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 very easily do. So what I'd like to see, and I'm not going to be able to get it all in here. So testing previous lows from the end of last month puts us at 4269. We might need to go a little further back than that. Let's go down here to 4253. That would be a nice target for today. What this does is it establishes health in the market, right? Anytime anything's too straight up, right, the chance for falling down is a little bit more severe. So this is a delayed reaction from the Fed speaking yesterday. Some other things I look at is block trade flow, after hours, CND. I'm not sure what that is. They got a lot of attention yesterday. We're going to keep an eye on that. CND. Wow, look at that massive move. So tons of block flow or dark pool activity on this CND chart. Let me just get this reset. So it went from 985 to 1050. I think that might be a play for today. Currently on the short list, I rearranged my whole desk layout setup So if I look over this way, it's because I can barely see a screen. Okay. What I want to do real quick is go through some news, what's moving the market. Real quick, BIIB had another FDA approval today, which is good. We like to see that. And that's yesterday. All right, today stock slid. FOMC minutes from yesterday. This is just a delayed reaction. Keeping an eye on the chart over here. If you have requests, put them in chat and I'll get to them. Going through, we've got earnings today, ACCD, DCT. The only one I'm really interested in is Levi, right? LEVI. That should be a fun one. Freeport McMoran downgraded. Rio, let's see. Rio downgraded, or excuse me, FCX downgraded. That's a great stock to play, right? Looking at Riot, Mara, MSTR, looking lower because Bitcoin dropped below 33,000. So that's a dip buy opportunity for Bitcoin. I'm going to wait another couple days to see if it really, I'm a cheap ass. I want to get Bitcoin at a good price, right? And Amgen, another FDA license. So that might be a good play today. And that's about it. That's it for news. It's kind of shitty news today, but it is what it is. So what I want to look at is so I did a video, a weekend watch list video, and I called out FAZ, and I was like, shit, what is this crap? Well, it's an inverse ETF, so it's gonna go up if the financial market drops. So if banks sell off, FAZ goes up. I was like, oh, I called out the wrong play, and it went from, it's been rising all week. So even when you make mistakes, sometimes you win. All right. So one stock I'm interested in today is SRE. Real quick, let me just post a message here. It is streaming. If you have requests, get them in now. All right. SRE. I'm not exactly sure what the name of this is. SRE. What is it? What do they do? DBA Sempra. I don't know what that is. But look at this. So we've got. Let me explain this chart that you see here on the upper left. So SRE has got bullish divergence, which means that the algorithm is steady buying and price action is fading. What that typically leads to, it leads to a reversal of price action. Price action is going to follow the algorithm. Okay, so we've got a regular block trade coming in here at 140.04. Price is currently trading around 133. So we've got a $7 move to come up and fill this block trade, right? It came in on the 11th, right? Price blew through it on the 18th, and ever since then it's just been trying to get its way back up. So I'm going to mark this chart up just a little bit with some key things to keep in mind. Nice strong uptrend on the algo. The algo has been consolidating for the last couple days and is turning. It's got this little upturn. Typically what that means is it's going to pull price action up with it. Okay. So we've also got a little bit of, a little bit of this little, see this? Right, a little falling wedge, and we'll just call it a wedge. So if we can get above this area here, look for price to continue to the upside. So we've got, it's got some decent support, right? So that's SRE. I'm pulling up SRE on this is TradingView. Oh, by the way, TrendSpider came up with a mobile app. It's glorious. I really, really like it. Let's just pull up let's pull up TrendSpider real quick. Had an issue with TrendSpider the other day trying to get logged in. It was like, you're already logged in. I'm like, no, I'm not. Let's see if it's gonna let me in. Sweet. All right, let me in today. All right, here we go. Let's look at the charts. Gold is up 15 in pre-market. That's good. Yum. I'm looking to play Yum today. Right. And so I was doing some charting, screwing around with my charts again last night. I got to get back to what I was doing to begin with. SRE. SRE. Sempra. Basically consolidating over the last couple days. We had an ooh, that's a great dividend, $1.10. Hopefully it's not yearly. If it's quarterly, that's a great dividend. So basically consolidating for the last couple days. Super trends positive. MACDs are positive. I don't like the MACDs. The MACDs are all negative. So we're just going to bag SRE for a couple days and go back to some other stocks. Yeah, Yum. So it looks like Yum after hours trading at 117.99. It's not bad. It's trading in decent area. Okay. All right, so the other stocks I want to look at real quick. We're just going to go through these quickly. Nobody's might be a reversal. You think? Yeah, today's a reversal day. All right, so I'm going to look at Apple, right? I think tech might be a good option. CarMax held the market up yesterday. Let's see if we can get a continuation on it. I'm dropping these block trades down to like the last week. I don't like looking at anything more than like the last 7 days. I feel like most of it's already been taken care of. I want to look at just 1 second here. Just 1 second here. Just 1 second here. Looking for. I'm moving my stuff around just a second. I'll get to it. Hold on. All right. Alright. IWM, TXN, TNX. Nope. Still looking for some ones that are moving. Oh, what? Is that really a thing? TNX. I can't even look that up. All right. All right, let's look at PLTR. It's been kind of a fan favorite. I want to look at Grow Generation, which is one of my favorite stocks. Hopefully we can get a little bit of, a little reversal momentum on them. All right, so let's look at Low. That's bullish or bearish. Apple looks bearish. All right, so everything's looking pretty shitty here. Sorry, I've got 6 other charts I had to go check real quick. All right, so hit me up with the request. Let's go. Let's get some going here. I think text should pop back pretty quick. Rocket Skills TTD. Let's check those guys out. Rocket Skills TTD. All right, not bad. This Grow Generation's got me interested. Look at this. This might be a dip buy opportunity for grow generation. So that's GRWG. So, obviously we sold off into yesterday, sold off overnight. Looks like we've came down and found some support right around 44.50, which is daily mid and 4-hour bottom. So one of two things is going to happen. We're going to sell into 46 and then continue to fade off, or we're going to sell into 46 and break through and continue back up to 50. Okay. Gap down, found some support at 44.50. Right, 44.50 is point of control. Right, daily point of control. So we sold off to the point of control, look for a recovery. I really need to just pull these charts up. Okay, so this is United Healthcare. Up until yesterday, or up until this morning, it looked really good for a run into earnings, right? Like seriously good for a run into earnings. Let me just throw some price levels on in case this does recover. So if I go from low to run back down to low, gives me short-term targets of 416, right? So we pull back and we run into earnings. Yes, so I'm targeting 415 for U and H with a run into earnings. So that's this level here. Right, obviously we're trading at 407, so a little dip back down to the 50% retracement or the 50 SMA, right? Let's pull this up on, right, this is the 4-hour. So my 4 hours, I don't have extended hours on. I think it's going to be best if I do turn those on. I don't want to see them though, so let's just do that. Yeah, there we go. I like that better. Okay, so we breached the monthly Keltner channel top. We've got a 3-day squeeze that might fire off to the long side. Yeah, so we sold off to, right, we bounced right off of this 50% retracement, 406.62. Look for a move back up to the upside, or if we break 406, I think we could potentially fade back down to the 402, 401 area. That's U and H. Clear out some of this crap. Good volume, good squeeze, good MACD. MACD is positive increasing, signal lines above the Bollinger Bands. Stack positive moving averages, which is always good, right? Beta, so 1.5 times trading this is more valuable than trading the SPY by 1.5 more times. We're within 10% of the 52-week high. We've maintained VWAP. We've got a daily, 2-day, 3-day squeeze that looks like the mid compression squeeze just fired. So we still got the low that's going to release. Look for that to create a larger than expected move to the upside. Now, with that being said, so I do like UNH. We're going to keep an eye on this sucker. All right, UNH, target, run into earnings of, what did I say, 415? Yeah, 415. I'm going to throw some, redraw some fib levels on this. So when I draw fibs, I go from high to low. My fib setup is the 382, the 50, and the 618. Currently, we traded barely above the 618, coming in at 411.12. The market sold off. We've dropped four points so far. So if we drop 4, that brings us back down to the 50% retracement. So this could be a little dip buy, right? Taking it down to this. This is a 5-minute chart. basically what had happened is UNH ran into the upper Keltner channel daily and 4 hour. Couldn't get through it yesterday. Market selling off. Look for a pullback to 406. If we've if we can't maintain 406, 402, 401 is my next target to the downside. That's going to be my support level, right? Run into earnings. So 415 target, support at 406 / 400. Let's call it 400. All right, that's good. Sorry, I digressed. I got a little sidetracked. I'm gonna look at KMX, and then I'm gonna check. You want me to check out Docu, Zscaler, and Snow? Snow, yes, I like Snow. Yeah, this is just a sell-off. So Carmex sold off. Look for a pullback to 130 or 129. 129 sounds good. All right, so this shit sucks, dude. ES is already starting to recover. All right, so we dropped 55 points. We hit some support. We bounced, right? Right, bounced at this 429 level. I'm looking for. We got back above the 50 SMA. Look for rejection 4307. If we reject off of that, then we're going to continue lower for the day. If we break through that 4307, we may melt up to about 4325 for today. Okay, we can pull some of these. I'm going to look at Snow because I do like Snow. Yep. We'll bounce at the open. 100% agree. That's why I like Grow Generation. So Snow Informa. You remember that song? I do. Alright, so just like everything in the market, we sold off overnight. However, we bounced off of the 4 hour Kettler channel mid at 240. We got a 3-day, 4-day, and a weekly squeeze, all setting up to fire to the long side. Buy dip opportunity. MACDs are secondary. MACDs are lined up, which means they're all positive. The 2 minute and the 5 minute have recovered, and they're going to start dragging up the 15, 1 hour, and the 4 hour. So I do like Snow for today. I've got none of this has got market data in it. This one does. So we sold off. We maintain this upward trend line support. This is what I'm looking at here. So stacked MACDs are good. Positive stacked MACDs. We've got light blue histograms. Looks like the 4 hour squeeze fired off about 8 cycles ago, so that may no longer be valid. However, the 3-day squeeze may be valid. But more importantly, I like this rising 50 or rising 200 4 hour Kettler channel mid. So I'm calling support at 240 for Snow. I'm going to target this 245 or potentially even 252. So looking at the options chains. So obviously it's going to be a little different since it's currently trading at 240 and it closed yesterday at 250 or some crap like that. So if I can get into this would be obviously a day trade. If I can get into the 250s for a decent price, like $1.50, I'd like to get some of those. So we're looking at Snow 250 this week, or it might just make sense to grab next week's. I could do a 260, 270 vertical, or even a 250. 250, 260 vertical on those. So, or next week's. Okay, I'm gonna give the market a little bit more time. Maybe this options chain will kind of work itself out a little bit. Airlines. Yes, I'll check out airlines in a second. Don't let me find. Sorry, I'm making notes. All right, I've got a pretty steady growth. MNDZ. I don't think that's the correct ticker, Travis. I think it's MLDZ, something like that. All right, let me just pull up. I like these two, Rocket and Snow, or Rocket and Skills, for some cheap options. Looking at the Snow Algo. Right, so we've got. Got to get zoomed in here, but basically we've got a little bit of bullish sentiment on the algo. Right, this is a massive move up, a little bit of a pullback. So if we look at price action, nice cup and handle forming. We've got some regular block trade support esque coming in right here at 239. Right, so and then we're going to open at 240. 240 to 242. If we do fade a little bit more, look for this 239 block trade to become support. What I do like is the end of the day algo. Like, they know something. The algos always know, and it proved me wrong right again. Like, I thought I was like, no, the algo's wrong. No. But the algo smacked me in the face this week. It said, you need to listen to me. Okay, so let me get back here. So this little curly Q up on the algo. So whenever we see an algo like this, it's consolidation, right? It's not that nothing's happening. There's always something happening with the algo. This is consolidation. The little curly Q up indicates it's going to continue to buy. So obviously, if I had billions of dollars and I knew that the market was going to retrace, what I'd like to do is buy any opportunity on these. On these stocks that can make moves. So as it's selling off, I'm buying into it so that when it finally, right, reaches the demand zone, I'm already in it, and we'll pull price action to the upside. So Snow, I like the target. What did I say? 250 next week is probably a better target. But yeah, I gotta move on. So. All right, breaking this 249. Yeah, all right. You asked me to also look at DocuSign, Zscaler. All right, so ZS I do like. All right, so stack positive moving averages. $6 ATR within 3% of the 52-week high. Positive VWAP, broke above the monthly Kellner channel top. Right, nice strong move up into yesterday. Obviously 219. Obviously we sold off with everything except for, look, we came down to this 4-hour Kellner channel mid, which is just a healthy pullback. Look for a bounce off of that. Like, I really think the market's going to bounce this morning. So just don't panic, people. Currently trading at 219, which is a pullback. Like, this is good. This is good shit here. So these green bars are the 10x bars from Simpler Trading. They indicate momentum and money flow. So momentum and conviction. So volume, money, momentum, conviction. Right? So basically we ran yesterday, just like the market. We pulled back to the 34 EMA, which is also the 50 SMA. So that's our support right there, 218-ish, right? 218.50, below 218.50, and I think we come back down and test this demand zone at 211 with a pit stop at 213. Let me just mark those levels up real quick so you can see them visually, right? So we've got a level there and a level here. Right, you can just call this a pretty big, massive demand zone. So we've got a micro and a micro. How do I want to do this? I don't want to get super technical, but right, this is all demand zone from 211 to 214. If we pull back, we should bounce off of this. However, I think that we're gonna maintain. I think we'll maintain this level here. Right, 218.60 is the first level of support for Zscaler. Now ZS. That's the 50 SMA. It's the 34 EMA, just kind of combined, right? 2, 5, and 15 and hourly MACDs are turned down, which is to be expected. So if those can recover, the primary, monthly, weekly, 3-day, 2-day MACDs are all positive. So look for the larger time frames to pull up on the smaller ones, okay? As far as the target is concerned, I'm going to look at that symmetry. It's gorgeous. 224, 227. So those 225s, if they can get a little bit better priced, I would like those. Yeah, just oh, the 16th. Okay, sorry, I was like 2 weeks out. Yeah, these 230s. What does 230 put us? Yeah, 230 might be a little bit of a stretch. However, a 220 to yeah. So I'm going to keep an eye on these 230s. ZS 230 next week. All right. So Zscaler on the Algo, and then Docu was the other one you wanted to look at real quick. All right, so we don't have any real block trades to come in and help us out over the last 10 days. This appears to be a little bit of bullish divergence. So I didn't realize that ZS has a gap from 220 to 215. That may need to be filled. Yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye on it. Any sort of bounce on this is going to be a great buy. Okay. DocuSign, price actions trading with the algorithm. There's a little bit of bullish divergence on DocuSign. Let me just look at the chart here. Same kind of situation with Zscaler, with ZS. Nice strong uptrend. We sold off. We found support at the 50 SMA. We need to get above the 34 EMA. I don't like how this 10x bars turned red. If we fail, we would need to come back down and test some of these support levels I'm about to draw out for you. Right, we got support coming in there. Right, in this area here. 74. Yeah, so DocuSign supports at 274, break above or break below 274, and I think that we We test 270 or 269. Someone's messaging me. Don't they know I'm streaming? Come on. Seriously? I like that level there. Alright, so with DocuSign, if we break below 274.50-ish area, right? Look for a continued pullback to 267 and then 261. If we get below 261, we have one final level that's going to provide support coming in at 250. I like that as, right, 250 is oh shit support. A break below that, and it's coming down to the 230s. However, that's a lot of steps for it to get through. I don't like that it's turned red, which means that there's no volume and conviction. We did breach the weekly and monthly Keltner channel tops. This could be a nice bounce play. Every time that it's interacted in the past with the 34, it's kind of recovered after consolidation. So it may need to squeeze for a couple of days before it moves back up, or we're just going to get a nice bounce. The monthly, weekly, 3-day, 2-day MACDs are all positive. The daily could curly Q back up. We do have some early momentum, 2-hour and 5-minute MACDs. Yeah, so I do like Docu. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Jeez. Need cheaper options. These 300s for next week I might look at. So that's Docu 300. Contrarian, if we don't hold 274, I like the 261 puts. So if we don't hold 275, I'm going to grab those puts, right? Or actually, yeah, the 275 puts. All right. I'm glad we went. So KSU, I called that out as a long this week, and shit, dude, it's crazy. All right, so we got Docu, C-Scaler, and Snow, GLD, and then I'll get to the airlines real quick. Gold is going to recover, right? Whenever the market sells off, people flood into gold. It's just habit. Look for a continued move to the upside on gold. The Algo's buying. We have a dark pull trade on gold coming in at 16884. Maintain that, and we can continue to move to the upside. That's this level here, right? Nice strong uptrend support. Algo's curled up. So that's GLD. If the Algo can actually, yeah, looks like it just barely broke out of its little, right, its little wedge that it had going on here. Yeah, should I misdrew that? Right. As far as what it's doing currently, just like with everything else, it's just kind of flat-esque. Jesus, IWM, are you gonna ever stop? Yeah, look for a potential recovery on GLD. Right, it's maintaining its little wedge that it's formed here. That was GLD. All right, now let's get into some of this travel sector. We'll look at Jets and Love. All right, from an algo perspective with Jets, it's trading with price action. We've got some regular block trades that are coming in and maintaining some support resistance. Those are level 23.66 and 23.77, so about every 11 cents. As far as support goes, right, got this little uptrend. It could be potentially doing a Wu-Tang reversal pattern, right, which kind of looks like this, right? Very similar. However, I don't like that the algo is about to diverge to the downside of price. And just for sakes, shit, I gotta move. Yeah, we just sold off overnight. Look for a tip tap off of 23.31. We broke it. If we can't get above this 200 SMA on the daily, we're gonna fade. We're gonna fade to 22 and then 21. That's Jets. However, look for a bounce off of the 200 SMA, right? Specifically, Love. Love is currently below its 200 SMA. It's got support at 49.50. That's Love at 49.50. All right, that's pretty significant support. A break above or break below 49.50. And we play Love to 45 or 46 and then to 43. If that happens, I'm buying lots of stock in this. Okay. Let's see Comcast, CMSCA. So it kind of held up over from this drop. It's currently at the 200 SMA on the 5-minute and the 4-hour Keltner channel mid. Look for a bounce off of that mid for continued move to the upside, targeting 58.50. This is nice. Like, this is just a good, strong, uptrending, wedging stock. Right. Comcast, good call. Let me look at the algo real quick. Yeah, this is good. So the algo's pulling price action up to the upside. Tons of block trades providing support. Just a second, I'm pulling up a chart. So, just kind of 50-50 on MACD. I'm currently trading at 58, which is this regular block trade cluster that came in yesterday. So look for this cluster to provide support. Yeah, right there, right. Breakdown below that, and we've got a dark pool and block trade combo coming in at 57.75. Break below that, and then we got to come down here and test some of these previous lows, right? 57.25, right? So I do like Comcast. I would like to dip by it. So like I said, 58 is pretty significant support. Okay, and MDZ, MNDZ. Yeah, I didn't think that was it. I think it's MDLZ. MDLZ is what you're talking about. Oh shit! Look at this. Nice. Fuck, why didn't I play this? Nice, great move yesterday. Bounced off of the 4-hour Keltner channel mid, coming back up and testing 63. If we can, shit, did it break? All right, so it looks like this might be a good runner for the day. Break above 63.30, and I like 64 as a target. Yeah, that was MDLZ. Yep. So the algo is curled up. It's after a large consolidation period. See that here, right? We don't have any block trades that are really going to affect the site or the stock. Yeah, so pure price action on that one. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo. If you like this content, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let me know in the comments section below of anything that I can do to improve. the stream if I'm too loud. I just noticed that I might be a little bit too loud. But yeah, so stocks I like: Rocket, Skills, Comcast, Grow Generation, Snow, DocuSign. And MDLZ. That's what I'm watching. I'm going to just... Oh, and Apple. I just think Apple's going to get a lot of attention today. So that's this guy's here. So that's the watch list. Everybody stay safe. Trade green. If you don't know, you get scared, get flat, wait it out. This is a good thing. If you know what you're doing, make some money. All right, everybody, have a great day, and thanks.